bit late going live today. See if anybody shows up. Got some people showing up. Good morning, everybody. It's almost noon here in Vietnam. How's it going? Hope you're all doing well. 8 people, 9 people. So, like usual, I go live every day practicing basic English communication. So this is like B2 level English. So if you're learning English, please stick around. My name is Sam. Hi everybody. Thank you for coming to my live stream. I'm from the United States and I teach English online. I teach American pronunciation and basic English communication. Sarah Helen is here. Hi Sarah Helen. How are you today? Welcome. Okay, we've got 50 people here. Already got 100 likes. Wow, it's amazing. Well, Chris is here. Hi, Chris. Welcome. Thanks for coming. So what are we looking at here today? Essential business communication in English. It's me, Atizia. I want to learn to speak English faster. Please help me. Well, there are a few ways you can learn with me. You can come to my live streams for free. You can join my daily English club where you can access recordings of all these live streams. Just check the link in my bio or message me. And you can also support me and get access to exclusive stuff if you subscribe to my TikTok channel. Many ways to support this channel. Nyet Lee says, hi teacher. Hi Nyet Lee. So anyway, where are we? Part 1, essential business communication. Right? Follow along with me. Listen and shadow what I say. Yes, says hi teacher. Hi, yes. So, I'd like to schedule a meeting at your earliest convenience. Right? To schedule a meeting is like to book a meeting. Right? To decide on the time and day and place of a meeting is to schedule a meeting. Would you like to schedule a meeting with me? Sarah Helen says, it's too early in France. Oh, okay. Well, good morning, Sarah Helen. I hope you have a great day. Chris says, thanks, teacher. You're learning English. That's great, Chris. Where are you from, Chris? I'm curious. Anyway, I'd like to schedule a meeting. Like, look at the word schedule. 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 A meeting at your earliest convenience, right? As soon as possible, as soon as it's convenient for you, as soon as it's good for you, let's schedule a meeting. S21 says, greetings from Colombia. Hello, my friend in Colombia. Angeles Aguilera says, how can I learn English quickly in 3 months? Well, send me a message. But this is how I learn languages quickly. I make flashcards. Super simple. I write English on one side and the target language on the other side. Right? I make 10 flashcards a day. Try to learn 10 new words every day. Put these cards in your pocket. And when you are waiting for your coffee, take out your cards, not Instagram. Right? Make it a goal to learn 10 new words every day. Chris is from Costa Rica. Okay, lovely. Story says, greetings from Indonesia. Hello, my friend in Indonesia. Concierge Japan is here. Hello, Concierge Japan. Konnichiwa. Sarah Helen says, super idea. Yeah, not everybody learns the same way, right? Maybe you learn differently than I do, but find a way that works for you. You need to learn lots of words, right? There are many things you need to learn, like reading, speaking, blah, 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 but you need vocabulary. And I think flashcards is a great way to do that. Atizia is from the Philippines. Well, welcome. All right, let's move on. Number 2, could you please look into this matter and get back to me? Right? Could you please research this thing? Right? Look into this matter. Find out what's going on. Right? Please look into this matter and get back to me. Right? Look at this document or this problem or this issue, right? This matter, and get back to me, right? Call me later, message me later. Could you please look into this matter and get back to me? Christian Milian says, greetings from Colombia, or Guatemala, sorry. Lovely, welcome. Right. Repeat after me. could you please, right? It's like, could you please look into this matter and get back to me? Can you say that? Svitli is from Ukraine. Well, привет, my friend in Ukraine. Pame says, hola, Sam. Hola, Pame. ¿Cómo estás? All right, moving on. Number 3. We need to go over the quarterly sales figures. Quarterly. Say it like this. Quarterly. Right? Quarterly means 1/4 of a year, which means 3 months, right? So a quarter is 3 months. A quarter is 1/4 of a year. Ngu says, hello from Japan. Hello, my friend in Japan. Konnichiwa. Right? So look at the word quarterly. Right? Listen and repeat. Quarterly. We need to go over the quarterly sales figures. Right? We need to see how much money our business has made. Go over means to talk about. Right? We need to discuss this. To go over something means that we are going to try to understand it better. We're going to look at it. Right? We're going to talk about the quarterly sales figures. Yeah. So we need to look at the sales numbers, right? Figure here means number, right? How much money has our business made? Mars is very difficult to pronounce quarterly. Just say it slowly like this. Quarterly. Quarterly. Every 3 months. Ayu Lestari says, good afternoon from Indonesia. Hello, lovely, welcome. Thanks for coming. Berserk says, where are you from? I'm from the United States. Right? My name is Sam. I teach English online, right here on TikTok Live. Every day, around this time. Today I got started late, but usually I begin at 11 a.m. Vietnam time. If you would like to support my channel, please subscribe to me here on TikTok or message me if you want to join the Daily English Club for $6 a month. Saul says, I am from Brazil. Oh, lovely. Welcome. So moving on, number 4. Listen and repeat after me. Let's touch base again next week. Let's touch base, right? Let's talk again, right? Let's message each other. We'll touch base. Alexander says, greetings from the night side of the earth. Oh, you can't sleep. Oh, no. Ayu Lestaria says, what's the weather like in Vietnam? Today, it is partly cloudy and hot, but it's beautiful. So number 4, let's touch base again next week. Can you say that? Try repeating after me. Let's touch base. There goes the train. Let's touch base again next week. Right? Let's talk again. Let's communicate again next week. Right? Will you touch base with me? Will you call me? Will you message me? Jitapa24 sent a heart. Thank you so much, Jitapa, and thank you, Concierge Japan, for the heart. It's lovely. How many likes does this live have? 953. Thank you so much for liking this live. All right, number 5. I'm afraid we won't be able to meet the original deadline. I'm afraid we won't be able to meet the original deadline. Right? A deadline is the time by which you need to do something. Right? If I give you homework and I say the deadline is Saturday, that means that by Saturday, you must give me the homework, right? That's the deadline. It's the time and or day by which you must do something, finish a task or do your homework or do a job, right? Berserk is from Nicaragua, learning English. How can I improve my English? Well, you can come to these live streams for free, or you can join my Daily English Club. Just send me a message or click the link in my bio. Right? I put all of these learning documents and videos from my live streams in the Daily English Club. There's also many tools in there, such as an IELTS speaking trainer, For practicing IELTS speaking or just any speaking, there's a vocabulary learning tool, many resources in the Daily English Club. Message me if you'd like to join, or subscribe to me here on TikTok if you want help learning English. Number 6, could you clarify what you mean by that? Could you clarify what you mean by that? Right? Make it more clear. Please explain it. Right? Help me understand what you mean by that. Right? If you say something and I don't quite understand, I might say, could you clarify what you mean by that? I don't quite understand. So please clarify it so that I do understand. Number 7, right? Listen and repeat after me. We should brainstorm some ideas for the new campaign. Right? Brainstorm ideas means to think of many, many ideas quickly. Right? Let's brainstorm. Let's think of new ideas. We should brainstorm some new ideas, or some ideas for the new campaign. Look at that word campaign. Campaign, 2 syllables. A campaign can be like a project. We should brainstorm some new ideas, or some ideas for the new project, the new campaign, the new work that we're doing. Berserk, don't worry. I'm sure you can learn English if you try just a little bit, right? Try 10 minutes every day. Practice your speaking English. Edison sent a heart. Thank you, Edison. Boy, it is hot. Let me turn on my AC. Sorry, my AC is very loud, but I'm just too hot. All right, number 8, right? Listen and repeat after me. Practice your English. I'm reaching out to follow up on my previous email. I'm reaching out to follow up. So reaching out means I'm calling you, or I'm messaging you, or I'm emailing you, right? I'm reaching out to you. I'm reaching out to follow up on my previous email, right? Previous, look at that word. Previous. Previous means the email that I sent before. The previous email, right? The first email, perhaps. So I'm reaching out to follow up, right? I want to know, what do you think of that email, right? Let's follow up. Let's talk about the email that I sent you before now, previously. Wow, look at that, 2,400 likes. Wow, thank you guys for all the likes. All right. Number 9. Let's aim to close this deal by the end of the month. Right? Let's aim. That means let's make it our goal. Right? Let's try to close this deal by the end of the month. Right? To close the deal means to finish the deal. Right? Let's make an agreement. Let's make a deal. Let's close the deal. Let's finish this. Right? We'll sign the contract. We'll shake hands. We'll close the deal. So let's make it our goal to finish this deal by the end of the month. Notice how sometimes I'm putting words together, right? To close. And I'm not saying to close, I'm saying to close. Let's aim to close this deal by the end of the month. Let's put by the end. By the end. Listen and repeat after me. Practice your English. By the end. And then, again, I'm not saying of the month. I'm saying of the month. By the end of the month. Giselle says, good morning, Sam. Good morning, Giselle Garcia. Welcome to my live stream. Thank you for coming. Number 10, we're currently experiencing some supply chain issues. Nimco Keen is here. Hello, teacher Nimco. Welcome. So we're currently experiencing some supply chain issues. Right? This is basic English communication. This is more like intermediate English communication. So we're currently, 3 syllables, we're currently experiencing some supply chain issues, right? So currently means right now. Right now, we are experiencing issues. Right? So currently is like right now. Look at the word experiencing. Listen and repeat after me. Exper-e-n-sing. 5 syllables. Experiencing. Right? It's like we're having some issues. Issues is like problems. Right? We're currently experiencing some supply chain problems. Right now, we are having some supply chain problems. We're currently experiencing some supply chain issues. Look at the word issues. Shoes. 2 syllables. Okay? The second syllable is just like shoes that you wear on your feet. Issues. Problems. Difficulties. So we've got 300 people here on this live stream. Wow. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my live stream. My name is Sam. I'm from the United States, and I teach English online. If you would like to learn English with me, you can join my daily English club where I send all of these documents that I teach from and videos and stuff like that. It's $6 a month. Or you could support me by subscribing to this TikTok channel, or send me a message and just say hi. I love making new friends. I do want to say that my subscribers here on TikTok, you can vote on the topic of the next live stream. So if there's something you want me to live stream about, if you're a subscriber, you can join the group chat and tell me, what do you want me to live stream about? Whatever you want to help you learn English. HRN says hello, Sam. Hi. Gigi says hello. Hi, Gigi. So number 11, business English communication, right? Listen and repeat after me. I'd appreciate your input on this proposal. Natsath Dolphin says hi. Hi, Natsath. So I'd appreciate, right? I would be grateful. I would love it if you gave me your input. Look at the word appreciate. A-pre-she-ate. Appreciate. 4 syllables. Sung Chun is here. Hi, Tay Sam. Hello, Sung Chun. Welcome. Anais says hi. Hello, Anais. So your input is like your thoughts. What do you think? Right? I would like your input. I would like to know how you feel. Right? I need your input so I can get better, so I can improve, so I can know how people feel about my proposal. Let's see. We've got Imra says hi. Hello, Imra. Anna says hello from Ukraine. Hello, Anna. Privit. Amy says hello. Hi, Amy. V is from Indonesia. Hi. Samara Beauty is from Costa Rica. You love my videos. Oh, thank you, Samara. Anan Day says hi, Sam. Hello, Anan. Selly Group says hello. Hello, Selly Group. Welcome. Look at that. I got 100 new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to this TikTok channel. Cod says hello. Hello. Amy is from Italy. Oh, buongiorno, Amy. Jimmy from Vietnam's here. Xin chào, Jimmy. All right. One more time. Nice and slow. Listen and repeat. I'd appreciate your input on this proposal. I would be thankful to hear what you think about my proposal. Melanisa is from Lombok. Well, hello, my friend in Lombok. Amy says, buongiorno. Remy says, are you based in any media channel? I'm based almost completely here on TikTok, but I also have a school. If you want to join my school, please message me. Silly Group is from Senegal. Lovely. Vusa says, at what time is your lesson every day? Around this time. Today I got started later. Usually I start at 11 a.m. Vietnam, Indonesia time. Gigi sent a heart. Thank you, Gigi, so much. So 370 people here. Wow. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for coming to my live stream. My name is Sam. I'm from the United States, and I teach English online. Felisberto is from Angola. Wow, cool. Media something and data is from the Ivory Coast. Wow. The Côte d'Ivoire, right? So I'm just going over basic English communication today, right? Work on your pronunciation, work on your English fluency, work on your communication skills. Amy says, every day here. Yes, ma'am, every day here, almost every day. So 13, the client has raised some concerns about the timeline. Uh-oh. Instituto says, best course ever. Wow, thank you, Instituto. Fair says, what time you live, sir? I live around this time, usually a little bit earlier. I will live stream later too, later this afternoon. So look at 13, listen and repeat. The client has raised some concerns. So the client is our business customer. Concerns are worries. Right? The client is worried. The client has concerns. They have raised these concerns. They have said, I'm worried about something. Right? That's what you do when you raise a concern about the timeline, right? The time that we are going to do things in our business, right? Our client is worried about some things about that. So the client has raised some concerns. The client said, I'm worried about this part of the timeline, right? I think maybe it's too slow or it's too fast, right? Holy cow, 11,000 likes. Thank you guys for all the likes. All right, number 14. Let's put this item on the agenda for tomorrow's meeting. The agenda is like the plan for the meeting. The agenda. What's on your agenda? What's on your what's on the meeting plan, right? Please tell me. Let's put this item on the agenda. Ooh, Yannick Fisher's here. Good morning, Yannick. Guten Morgen. 14, let's put this item on the agenda, right? Let's add this thing to the plan for the meeting tomorrow. My Daisy says, good afternoon in Taiwan. Hello, welcome. Let's move on. Number 15, I'm confident we can find a win-win solution. Patty says, hello from Mexico. Oh, well, buenas noches, Patty. I'm confident, right? Confident. 3 syllables. I'm confident we can find a win-win situation. That means we can make a deal that's good for you and good for me, right? It's a win-win solution. Debbie says, good afternoon from Indonesia, Batam Island. Well, welcome. I'm Nguyen says, hello from Vietnam. Xin chào, bạn. Glad to see your video from the Philippines, currently living in Taiwan. Oh, very interesting, Daisy. Ma Daisy Raimundo. Debbie Adnan sent you're awesome. Thank you, Debbie. You're awesome. I hope you have an awesome day. Ariana's from Colombia. Wow. Yannick Fisher, I'm going to quit my job. Well, good for you, Yannick. I wish you all the best. Uh-oh, sorry, I have to block a bot. Hello from Filipina in Qatar. Cool. Nina Visuals. Have a great day, Nina. So, Yannick says, danke. Macht ja nichts. Okay. Confident we can find a win-win solution. We should conduct a SWOT analysis before making a decision. Let's see. Paya says, can you repeat number 14? Sure. Let's put this item on the agenda for tomorrow's meeting. Right? Let's add this thing to the plan for tomorrow's meeting. Right? Let's put this item on the agenda for tomorrow's meeting. Let's see. Mood Mix, Salem from Kazakhstan. Salem. Agshin Jafarov says, hi, Sam. Very good content. Thank you. I'm from Azerbaijan. Oh, lovely. Azerbaijani people are so friendly. I love talking with Azerbaijani people. I recently met a woman named Nargiz. She was very sweet. Very fun talking with her. Chris says, where are you from? I'm from the United States. My name is Sam. Nice to meet you. I teach English online, specifically American pronunciation and basic communication skills. I go live almost every day around this time. If you would like to support me, there are many ways to do it. You can subscribe to me here on TikTok. That would give you access to a private group chat and some other exclusive things. Or you could join my Daily English Club, where you get access to this document, videos, many other things for learning English. Bayamar says, thanks, you're very welcome. Thank you. So today I'm talking about basic, well, intermediate, B1, B2 level English communication for business settings. So where are we? We should conduct a SWOT analysis before making a decision. All right, let's move on. Ma Daisy Raimundo says, nice to meet you, teacher. Nice to meet you too, Raimundo. Sherry Wilson's hearts, thank you. So 17, could you send me the latest version of the contract? Right, notice how when I say could you, when I say it quickly, it's more like could you, could you, could you send me the latest version of the contract, right? Latest means like the newest version. The latest version is the most recent version, the newest version of the contract. Sweet Honey says, hello, teacher. Hello, Sweet Honey. Ian Nippy says, sorry, could you explain what is SWOT? Sure. SWOT is, I'm gonna have to, it's strength, weakness, I'm gonna have to Google this, sorry, I can't remember what SWOT means. Strength, weakness, is it opportunity? Yeah, it is opportunity. And threat. So this, a SWOT analysis, oh yeah, thank you, Nana. Strength, weakness, opportunities, threat. Yeah, it's like a business analysis report. INB says, thanks a lot. You're so welcome, INB. Thank you so much, Nana, for helping me find that. Chris, nice to meet you, teacher. Good to meet you too, Chris. All right, this next one's a little bit long. Read with me, right? Listen and repeat after me. Practice your English. Our main priority right now is customer satisfaction. Look at the word priority. Pri-your-i-ty. 4 syllables, priority. It means the most important thing, right? Our main important thing right now is customer satisfaction, right? Customer, 3 syllables, right? Somebody who buys things from our business. That's our customer. Satisfaction, look at that word. Listen and repeat after me. Satisfaction, 4 syllables, satisfaction, right? Our customers are satisfied with our product, hopefully. Got gifts coming in. Debbie sent a you're awesome, thank you. Fayer sent a heart, thank you. Ayu Lasteri sent a finger heart, thank you, Ayu. And a heart, lovely. Angia Zamora says, está difícil esa palabra, priority. Well, try saying that after me, priority. Our main priority right now is customer satisfaction. We want our customers to feel good about our product. We want them to be satisfied. Are you satisfied with this live stream? I hope so. All right, moving on. Number 19, this is business English communication. Practice your English. Tara sent a heart. Thank you. Kat sent a heart. Love you guys. Thank you so much. 19, I suggest we explore other options. Right? I think we should think about different things. We should explore other options. We should, maybe this thing that we're doing now, maybe it's not the best. Maybe we should try to think of something different. So I suggest we explore other options, right? Let's try to think of something different. Let's explore other options. Dasha says, how could you teach us how to pronounce and words that contain that like a native? Like customer, right? Dasha, I'm from the United States, so I speak with an American accent. Right? I have American pronunciation, so I say like a pirate. Ruh. Right? In Britain, they say it differently. But since I'm from the United States, I call it a customer. Customer. Right? Try saying the R sound, just like a pirate. Customer. Okay, so the project is currently ahead of schedule, right? We've been working very fast, so we are ahead of schedule, right? We are going faster than we thought we would. So usually that's a good thing, to be ahead of schedule, right? You don't want to be behind schedule. You don't want to be late. You want to be ahead of schedule. You want to work hard and fast and be productive. Ayu Lastari says, thank you very much, teacher. I'm happy to be able to learn English. Well, I'm happy that you're here in this live stream. Thank you for coming. Look at that. I've got 18,000 likes. Thank you for liking this live stream. All right. So number 21. Fabi says, schedule is difficult to pronounce. Well, schedule, right? Put the word you in the middle. Schedule. 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 Right? Repeat after me. I'll say it one more time, nice and slow. Schedule. Schedule. Number 21, moving on. Listen and repeat after me. Let's align our goals across all departments. Right? Let's make sure that we all have the same goals. So let's align our goals. Look at that word align. Align means to sort of make them the same. Let's make our goals the same. Let's align our goals across all departments. Let's align our goals across all departments. Number 22, I'm sorry, but that's not within my authority. Right? I'm not the boss, so that's not in my authority. I cannot do that. I cannot make that decision because it's not within my authority. Rabia sent a heart. Thank you, Rabia. Lovely. So look at the word authority. A-thor-I-D. 4 syllables, authority. Put the emphasis on the second syllable. 1, 2. Thor. Authority. Right? That's not within my authority. I can't do that because I'm not the manager. Kat sent a go popular. Thank you, Kat. You're so sweet. So one more time, nice and slow. I'm sorry, but that's not within my authority. I can't do that. Number 23. We've received positive feedback from our stakeholders. Right? The people who have invested in our country, our company, are our stakeholders. Right? They hold a stake. They own a piece of this company. Right? They have invested in this company and they kind of own it in a way. So we've gotten, right? Receive means to get. Positive basically means good feedback. Right? We've received positive feedback from our stakeholders. Right? They are happy with the way that we do business. So they have given us positive feedback. Raimundo says, we'll make it up to you, teacher. Glad to see you. Glad to hear you live. See you. Okay, well, have a great day, Raimundo, or a great night. All right, moving on, number 24, almost finished with this first section. Could we reschedule the meeting for next Tuesday? Reschedule, right? Somebody said the word schedule is difficult to say, and now we have reschedule. So reschedule. 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 Right? We need to change the time. Could we reschedule the meeting for next Tuesday? Right? We can't have the meeting today, so let's reschedule it. Let's change the schedule. Let's move the meeting from today to next Tuesday. Raimundo, afternoon here. Oh, okay, you're in the Philippines. Lovely. 25. Right, this is the last part of intermediate business communication skills, speaking skills. So listen and repeat after me. This partnership could be very beneficial for both sides, right? This could be good for you and good for me. It could be very beneficial for both you and me, right? So look at this word, partnership. It means we work together, right? We join together in business. We have a partnership. You and I are partners. We have a partnership. Partnership. 3 syllables. Say that with me. Partnership. This partnership could be very beneficial. Beneficial means it's good. It's helpful. It's beneficial for both sides. Look at that word beneficial. Let's say it with me. Nice and slow. Be-na-fish-o. Beneficial. But the emphasis on the 3rd syllable. 1, 2, 3. Fish. Just like fish that you eat. Beneficial. 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 Right? Very good. So this partnership could be very good for both sides. Both you, your side, and me, my side. Okay, so this next part is going to be job interview English. Right? If you're trying to get a job somewhere, you will probably have an interview, a job interview. Right? Somebody will ask you questions. They will say, do you have experience? Right? They're going to ask you questions to learn about you, to see if they want you to work for their company. All right, we've got 21,000 likes. Thank you for liking this live stream. Thank you guys for all the gifts. Nezuko just sent 3 roses. Thank you, Nezuko. Thank you all for coming. So, welcome to my live stream, everybody. My name is Sam. Nice to meet you. I'm from the United States. I teach English online, right here on TikTok Live, every day around this time, usually a bit earlier. If you would like to support my channel, that would be great. You could subscribe here on TikTok. That gives you access to a private group chat where you can tell me what you want me to live stream about and some other things. I have a daily English club where I send all of my documents and videos so you can look at them on your own time. That's $6 a month. Please message me if you would like to join. Eric says, hi, watching from Peru. Lovely. Welcome to my friend in Peru. So let's talk about job interview English. Sharigul says, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Sharigul. So 26, listen and repeat after me. Practice your English. Could you tell me a little bit about yourself? Right? Tell me something about yourself. Where are you from? How old are you? All right, so Mickey says, I'd like to join. To join Daily English Club, please DM me. Send me a private message here on TikTok, and I can help you get into the Daily English Club if you'd like to join. Nuha is from Indonesia. Hello, Nuha. Roma is from Ecuador. Lovely. Eric is from Peru. Cool. Azhar from Kazakhstan. Sharigul from Kazakhstan. Lots of Kazakhstani people today. Jess is from France. Bonjour, Jess. Tashid is from Iraq. Well, hello, Tashid. Hui Ang Ting Ang says, hi, sir. Hello, Hui. Dee is from Madagascar. So cool. Nathalia is from Brazil. Konchak from Nepal. Sima from Ukraine. Wow, Privit. Santos. Buenas noches. Santos. Famil is from Azerbaijan. Salem. or salam. Saidu says France, lovely. User 226 Costa Rica. Teacher Hajam is also from Kazakhstan. Maddie is from Romania. Wow, there's so many people. Mifer from Sibiru. Wow, so many people. Vero from Madagascar. TH from Brazil. Got Given from Angola. Haha, you have accent Alabama. This is not an Alabama accent. Alabama accent's much different. Nezuko's from Myanmar. Cool. Famil says salam. Hui Eng says, what does the word background in the question? Can you tell me about your background? Your background would be like the experience that you have. The work experience would be your background. Wow, group chat is just going crazy. Hi, everybody. Welcome so much. Thanks for coming to my live stream. Right? My name is Sam. I'm from the United States. Nice to meet you. I teach English online. If you'd like to learn English with me, send me a message or click the link in my bio. You can support me by subscribing to this channel on TikTok. Thank you so much. Can you describe what you're doing? I am practicing English, right? So I'm just giving you guys some communication sentences for job interview English. One of my subscribers said I should do a live stream about job interview English. So here I am. So follow along with me. Listen and repeat and practice your pronunciation. Could you tell me a little about yourself? Thank you for all the gifts. Lulu Shop sent a heart. Santos sent an ice cream cone. Lovely. Ian sent a rose. Okay. So number 27. Why do you want to work for our company? Right, this is an interview question. If you're trying to get a job, they'll say, why do you want to work for our company? I might say, I want to work for your company because I see that this company is one of the most innovative companies on the marketplace, or in the marketplace. Again, at the interview, the interviewer asks me, what are your greatest strengths? Right, listen and repeat after me. What are your greatest strengths? How can we answer this question? I could say my greatest strengths include strong problem-solving skills, I'm a good public speaker, and I'm very organized. Right? Those are my greatest strengths. What are your greatest strengths? What are you very good at doing? What are you strong at doing? What are your greatest strengths? 29. Can you tell me about your previous work experience? Previous means before, right? What kind of experience do you have working? Right? You could say, in my previous work experience, I managed a software startup company in Seattle for 12 years. Right? That's what I did previously, right? Before now. Previous. Previously. Previous. Can you tell me about your previous work experience? How to answer that question if no previous job? That's a good question. You could say, while I'm very ambitious and success-oriented, I do not yet have any work experience, and therefore I am seeking an internship, perhaps. Right? It's difficult to get experience when you don't have experience. It's kind of annoying. Nimco says, where can I get this lesson? I need to write. Well, this lesson can be accessed in the Daily English Club. I will post it later. Message me if you would like to join or check my bio. Strengths. Rabia. So strengths is a bit difficult to say because of the G sound followed by the TH sound. Strengths. Right? You need to lick your lips, or your teeth. Lick your teeth. Strengths. strengths. Let's see, Nguyen sent a rose. Thank you. Somebody from Thailand sent a heart. Thank you. Okay. 26,000 likes. Look at that. Thank you for all the likes. Number 30. What do you consider your biggest weakness? Nathalia, strengths equal like good qualities, right? What are your good abilities? What are your strengths? What do you consider your biggest weakness? This is a job interview question. This is a bit difficult to answer, isn't it? Right? Because you don't want to talk about your weaknesses. It's better to talk about your strengths, but still they will ask. They will say, what do you consider your biggest weaknesses? How could we answer this without making ourselves look bad? I would say, my biggest weakness is that I try to answer every single customer comment individually, and that often distracts me from my main task. Right? That would be me talking about a weakness that isn't such a bad thing, right? 31, right? We're at a job interview. We need to speak English well. We need to communicate in English. So practice with me here. Tell me about a time you faced a difficult challenge. Right? Tell me about a time you faced a difficult challenge. How to answer this question? I will say, one time I faced a very difficult challenge at the office when I had a trusted coworker who was not pulling his weight in the workplace. And to deal with this challenge, I pulled this coworker aside and had a meeting with him and the manager to discuss how he could be more productive. Perhaps, it's just an example. Fauzan says, can speak English too also. Well, if you're practicing English, please listen to what I say and repeat. Try to speak like me. Yariv, that was a really strange thing to comment in the group chat. So, number 33. Why are you leaving your current job? Your current job is the job you have now. It's the job you have right now. That's your current job. So why are you leaving it? Arthuri says, hello from Finland. Lovely. AC says, hi, Sam. Nice to see you again. Nice to see you. Hu Tien says, sorry, you speak really fast. I cannot follow. Sorry. Oh, did I miss 32? Oops. Sorry. Thank you, Azhari, for telling me. So, how do you handle pressure and tight deadlines? Pressure is like stress, right? Tight deadlines. When you don't have a lot of time to do what you need to do, that's a tight deadline, right? If I say, in 20 minutes, I want you to finish this, that's a tight deadline. You don't have much time. Steffi says, I have an interview next week in English. Don't be nervous, Steffi. You'll do great. Be confident. So how do you handle pressure and tight deadlines? Let's see how to answer this question. The interviewer says, how do you handle pressure and tight deadlines? I'll say, in order to handle tight deadlines and pressure, what I do is I break big problems into smaller problems and deal with them individually. As far as tight deadlines go, I am careful always to prioritize the most difficult tasks so that I make sure to get them done. So now, getting on to 33. Why are you leaving your current job? Why are you leaving the job you have right now? Why are you going to quit your job that you have? You could say, I am leaving my current job because I find that it's not challenging enough and my skills could be better put to work at this company here. Steffi says, because my salary is bad. Yeah, that's a good reason to leave a job. Stephen says, thank you for this. You're welcome. I'm going to have an interview tomorrow. Well, best of luck to you, Stephen. Somebody with a Thai name, I think, says, where are you from? I'm from the United States. My name is Sam. Welcome to my live stream. Thank you for coming. I teach English online. If you would like to support my channel, please subscribe to my TikTok or join my daily English club. You can message me about that or check my bio. Stephen sent a finger heart. Thank you so much, Stephen. I want to have new opportunities and grow professionally. Wow, that's a great answer, Nathalia. Yeah, better than my answer. Oh, you're from Thailand. Sawadee ka. Welcome. 34. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Right? 5 years from now, in the year 31? Yeah. What do you think you will be doing in 5 years? Steffi, do you give one-on-one lessons? I can. I don't usually do one-on-one lessons, but, well, I do, yeah. Please message me if you want one-on-one lessons. They're not cheap. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Right? In the year 2031, what do you think you will be doing? Maybe I'll say, in 5 years, I see myself at an upper management position, executing tasks seamlessly. Emery says, I envision myself traveling around Europe. Oh, lovely. You should say traveling. I envision myself traveling around Europe. 35. What are your salary expectations? And this is English communication at a job interview, level B1-ish. What are your salary expectations? Like, how much money do you expect to earn, right? This is a question about money. Okay, so if you want all of these questions and the video to this live stream, please join my daily English club. It's $6 a month, but you get all of my documents, all of my videos. Anyota Gruchanik says, hi. Hello, Anyota. So what are your salary expectations? I might say, I expect a competitive salary of at least $500,000 a year, right? No. Ooh, Natalia says, it's good to say, according to the salary of this category, right? According to the average salary for this job position, I would like within 5% of that. All right, number 6. At the job interview, the interviewer says, give me an example of when you worked successfully in a team. X says, hi, Maestro Sam. Hello, welcome. Give me an example of when you worked successfully in a team, when you worked with others very well. Look at the word successfully. Kind of a long word. Successfully. 4 syllables. Successfully. Success. Put the emphasis on the second syllable. 1, 2. Successfully. Right? When you did not lose, you won. You were successful. Tink Ka sent a heart. Thank you, Tink Ka. Edward sent a heart. Nina sent a rose. Thank you for all the gifts. Look at all those gifts. Crazy. So give me an example of when you worked successfully in a team. When I was the sous chef of a popular restaurant in Seattle, Washington, I worked successfully with my team to open the restaurant by the deadline successfully. Not very good at interview questions. Nina says, do you say $6? It's $6 a month to join my daily English club to get the videos of my live streams and all these documents and more, including an IELTS speaking practice tool. this live video and this document will be available in the Daily English Club. Message me privately if you want to join. How do you deal with constructive criticism? Right, when somebody criticizes you, when they say, you're not being very productive, you are not reaching your deadlines on time. Right? This is constructive criticism. Well, I guess constructive criticism is meant to help you. Right? So how do you deal with constructive criticism? I am very grateful for constructive criticism because I want to be aware of my weaknesses and I want to continue to improve every day. That's how I deal with constructive criticism. Laxman Lama says, namaste, namaste. Linda sent a heart, thank you, Linda. Igor says, hello, hi, Igor. Number 38, tell me about a time you showed leadership. Aline says, can you repeat the answer? Which answer, Aline? So 38, tell me about a time you showed leadership. Okay, I'm going to go back to 37 real quick. How do you deal with constructive criticism? I deal with constructive criticism by listening to it and taking action to improve in the places where I'm falling behind. Right? I'm very grateful for constructive criticism because it helps me improve and become a more effective worker, more effective leader. TikTok is making me solve a puzzle. TikTok, why are you doing that? TikTok also says that my live will end in 4 minutes. I don't plan on ending this live in 4 minutes, but I don't know what's going on. MN sent a rose, thank you. What is the meaning of constructive? Constructive means like helpful criticism. Right? If I criticize you, it means I point out something that you're doing not very well. But if it's constructive criticism, I'm trying to help you, right? This is helpful criticism. It's constructive. It's going to help you improve. Imiza sent a rose. Thank you, Imiza. Okay, so tell me about a time you showed leadership. Again, I showed leadership as the sous chef of a prominent restaurant in Seattle, Washington. I trained and motivated an entire team of cooks to produce some of the best food in that area of town. That was the time when I showed leadership. Right. Mary, what is all that about? Imeza, thank you for the rose. All right, 39. What skills do you bring to this role? Right, this job, this position, what skills do you bring? Igor sent a rose, thank you. So what things are you good at? What are your skills? What skills do you bring to this job? Right? How will you help improve this company? What skills do you bring to this role? The skills I bring to this role are that I am very well organized, I'm a great problem solver, and I am never late. I guess not being late is not really a skill, but problem solving is a skill. Number 40, right? This is job interview English. We've got 700 people in this live stream. Wow, 36,000 likes. Thank you for coming to my live stream today, and welcome. My name is Sam. I'm from the United States, and I teach English online. Thank you for coming. You can support this channel by subscribing to my TikTok, or you can message me to join my Daily English Club, where I provide this document and all other documents, as well as videos of my live streams, so that you can review them and learn English. So I teach basic communication skills like A2 to B2, and I teach American pronunciation, right? Because I'm from the United States, I speak with an American accent. James Jimmy says, which city are you from in the US? Well, I guess I would say I'm from Seattle, Washington. Rena, nice to meet you too, Rena. Describe a situation where you solved a difficult problem. One time I faced a very difficult problem. That problem was that one of my line cooks could never master the dishes that we had on our menu. And I solved this problem by taking an extra 10 minutes every day to help him understand exactly how to cook the dishes and to execute them correctly every time. That's how I solved the difficult problem. Nilmini says, thank you, Sam. You're welcome, Nilmini. Thank you for coming. Zo says, hello, nice to meet you. Hello, nice to meet you too. Somebody from Japan sent a heart. Thank you, my friend in Japan. Did I forget number 40? Oh, oops. Thank you, SM. I missed number 40. So how do you stay motivated at work? Right? Motivated. Look at the word motivated. Listen and repeat after me. Motivated. Motivated. How do you stay motivated? Let's see, we got a friend from Ethiopia here. Hello, my friend in Ethiopia. Somebody says, teacher, how can I get this? Tracy from Vietnam. Tracy, hello. Please DM me and join the Daily English Club to get all documents. Baby Overdose. What a crazy name. Have a nice day to you too. Juan says, where's the full list of questions? The full list of questions is in the Daily English Club. I post all of my material there. Spanglish says, I stay motivated by flirting. That's an interesting way to do it. Jermaine Grace says, hello, hi. Ayula Lestari says, how long have you lived in Vietnam? I've lived in Vietnam for 8 years. Hi, Linda in Indonesia. Juan, I think you're cool. Mi Phuong, hello from Myanmar. Why is my name crazy? Can you explain it? Why don't you go ask AI? I'm Charlie Puth AI, but I'm not going to answer that question. Got Jermaine from Paris, hello. East of US and west of US accent is different. Yeah, but the bigger difference is between north and south. Hello from Thailand, first time here. What about this channel? Well, welcome, my friend from Thailand. My name is Sam. I'm from the United States, and I teach English online. All of my live streams, I go on live every day, almost, and I try to help people improve their American accent and English communication skills. So how do you stay motivated at work? I stay motivated by attacking all of the problems that I find because I love problem solving. Suppose. Ratanapon says, I'm Thailand too, lovely. Lily says, oh, sounds good. Nice to meet you, Lily. Describe a situation where you solved a difficult problem. I already did that. Number 42, are you comfortable working independently? Comfortable. Notice how I do not say comfortable. Do not say comfortable. Say comfortable. 3 syllables. Comfortable. It's kind of strange with the M and the F next to each other. Comfortable. Ara Takberry Jung says hi. Hi. Right. So comfortable. Very strange word, isn't it? Comfortable. Are you comfortable working independently? Right? Working alone. Working without a manager watching your every move. Let's look at the word independently. Repeat after me. Listen and repeat. Independently. 5 syllables. Independently. Independently. Put the emphasis on the 3rd syllable. Pen. Independently. Miali Stefania says, hello, hi. Natalia says, nice. Thanks, Natalia. This is the first time I see a live stream. How to speak important. Important. Sorry, somebody's sending me a message. Tracy messaged me. Thanks for the message, Tracy. I will get back to you after this live stream. Anybody's welcome to message me, by the way. You can support my channel by subscribing here on TikTok or sign up for my daily English club. You can get this document and all other documents and the recordings of my live streams. $6 a month. There's also an IELTS speaking trainer, many other materials for learning English. John Rowe loves my video. Thank you, my friend in the Philippines. Natalie says, hi from Ukraine. Привет, Natalie. Giovanni sent an okay. Thanks, Giovanni. So tell me about your greatest professional achievement. Right? What was the greatest thing you've achieved professionally? I could say, my greatest professional achievement was that I worked hard for 8 years at a restaurant, starting from grill cook and working my way all the way up to chef de cuisine of 2 different restaurants. And that was my greatest professional achievement. Let's see what's going on in the group chat. Let's see. I don't know anything about your company. Well, message me and talk. Learn. Pemersatu says hello. Hi. Mustaf says self-education. Yes. If you join my daily English club, it's for self-education. Nana Uju says how to pronounce no and now. No, now. Oh, ow. No and now. Ori's from Argentina. Hello, my friend in Argentina. Natalia says experience question mark. What are you asking, Natalia? Fan is from hello from Laos. Can you say number 43? What do you... Oh, did I miss that one? I missed it. All right, I will repeat number 43. What do you know about our company? What do you know about our company? Queen Ang says, I'm from Vietnam. Hello, Queen Ang. Xin chào. Starlin says, where to find your teaching tutors? Send me a DM. All right, what do you know about our company? What do I know about your company? I know that this company is one of the most cutting-edge companies on the market, in the marketplace. Bob says, can you help me be more professional in English and pass the TOEFL? I can try. Bob, send me a direct message. 44. Almost finished here. I'm going to 50 today, and then the live stream will end. Tell me about your greatest professional achievement. I already did that. Number 45. How do you prioritize your tasks? Right? To prioritize your tasks is to line them up in order of importance. Right? How do you prioritize your tasks? How do you decide what is the most important thing you need to do? Right? A task is a thing I need to do. So how do you prioritize your tasks? Yes, from the most important to the least important. Look at the word prioritize. Prioritize. 4 syllables. The emphasis on the second syllable. Your. Prioritize. Listen and repeat after me, nice and slow. Prioritize. I could say, I prioritize my tasks by making the most difficult task the one that I work on the hardest and the most. Nathalia says, achievement is like victory. Yes, you could say that an achievement is like a victory. Sure. Do you have any questions for me? Right, this is English communication at a job interview. Ming Hai says, can I have a list of questions? I will post this document and the recording in the Daily English Club. message me privately to join. What level of English do you teach? I teach intermediate English, B1 to B2, usually. Like medium level English. Do you have any questions for me? Right? At a job interview, if they ask you this, you should ask them a question, right? I could say, what are the opportunities for advancement at this company? You should ask something. Now the interviewee says, I believe I'm a strong fit for this position because my problem-solving skills are unmatched. Pamar Satu says, how many words can I memorize in one day? I don't know. You should try and see. I am sure that anybody can memorize 10 words every day. Right? I think you should make a goal, make flashcards, 10 new words every day. Put English on one side, your target language on the other. When you're waiting for your coffee, don't pull out Facebook, pull out your flashcards and learn new words. That's how I learn languages. Siuti Lantoa sent a glow stick. Thank you, Siuti Lantoa. Mustaf says more than 50. Wow. Guy Deng Dak says, yeah, I have a question with you. What time do you start your classes? I start my live stream at 11 a.m. Vietnam time. Number 48. I'm really excited about this opportunity. And I'm very happy to have this opportunity. Okay, almost finished for today. I work well, both independently and in a team. Baru Mar Mata says, how to teach children 10 years and above. Well, the answer to that question is very long, and I cannot really explain it right here, right now. So send me a message, we could talk. Mon says, have a nice day, sir. Thanks. Eng Kwang says, how to improve listening skill. People often ask me how to improve my English skills. Well, I'm sorry, but the answer is very boring. You must practice a lot, right? Follow a TikTok channel that you like, where they speak English, and practice listening, right? Maybe watch movies with subtitles. But in the end, if you want to get good at English, it's a lot like basketball, right? If you want to get good at basketball, you must play basketball, right? A book will not help you learn to play basketball well, right? It could help you with some things, some ideas, but the only way to get good at basketball is to play basketball a lot, right? If you want to get good at listening to English, you must listen to English a lot, right? I wish I had a better answer for you. Okay, so I work well both independently and in a team. Right? I work well alone and with others. MOHD says, how to speak like a native English speaker. I think you should practice shadowing, right? Listen and repeat, right? Say, I work well both independently and in a team. Listen and try to say just like me. User 2i says, thank you, teacher. You're welcome. So, number 50. Thank you for your time. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for your time. I look forward to hearing from you, right? The interviewee says this to the interviewer, right? I appreciate your time. I thank you for your time. I can't wait to hear from you. I look forward to hearing from you. Okay, so that's the end of this live stream. Please support my channel by subscribing here on TikTok. If you would like to join my daily English club, please private message me. Thank you so much for coming. Why non-native speakers are always hesitant to speak English with doubt? Well, you just need confidence, right? If you want to speak English well, you need to be able to think in English. So if you're starting from zero, I think what you should do is learn 500 new words as fast as you can. I do this by making flashcards, right? I write the target language on one side and my language on the other, put them in my pocket, I make 10 every day. Learn 10 new words every day. Don't spend so much time on Instagram. Spend your time practicing, at least 10 minutes every day. Then after you have learned at least 500 words, practice speaking in your mind, right? Pretend that you're talking to your mom. You're telling your mom a story in your mind in English, right? Practice thinking in English and then practice speaking in English. You will definitely improve your speaking skills. And that's all I have for today. I will probably live stream later, but for now I'm going to take a break. So thank you all for coming. I'll see you later. Goodbye.